Hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Lou, and today we're going to be reviewing the latest chapter of One Piece, which is 1022. And there's a couple things I want to get out of the way before this video even starts. Number one, I know that it's not the official release, and the translations don't exactly add up a lot of the times, but the general story is pretty much understood. Number two, this is about the manga, not the anime, so there's going to be a lot of spoilers for anime-only watchers. Sorry about that. Number three, this is also going to be a somewhat rant about the community as a whole in regards to certain opinions when it comes to certain character groups or certain characters. And last but not least, I just want to give you fair warning. I'm not going to use any like crazy language. Try to avoid as much bad language as I can, but if it slips out, I do apologize. With all that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, first of all, I don't know. I'm just jumping to the rant right now. Okay, so first of all, why do people in the fandom or in the One Piece community feel that it's cool to immediately disregard characters just because of a loss? And more specifically, I'm talking about the Toby Ropo or the Flying Six. I've been hearing review after review after reviewer talk about how they're fodder, they're trash. Their expectation was very 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 lackluster, and I kind of understand that, but I'm also like, I mean, this is One Piece. This isn't Dragon Ball. There's no power levels in One Piece. Like battles could be won simply because of strategy. Battles could be won simply because of superiority of Devil Fruit or a fluke. Let's be honest and unbiased here. Luffy's won a lot of his fights via a fluke, but we're not calling Luffy weak. But just because three of the stronger like Straw Hats, Robin, Jinbei, and Frankie beat Sasaki, Who's Who, and Black Maria, everybody just immediately say, "Oh, the Flying Six is trash." They're not trash. Like I don't know why it's bothering me so much. I just feel like we're so quick to disregard characters just because of a loss, and that's not fair. Zoro's lost, Luffy's lost, Sanji's lost. Everybody loses. From a martial arts background, I know you can have a bad day and you go in there and spar people and get destroyed by everybody you face, even people you were just beating senseless 2 weeks ago, a week before. So the fact that we're so ready to just dismiss this group of this group just because they've lost to the Straw Hats, the main characters of the series, just is very little to me. Especially since the battles were hard fought. Sorry, I don't know why we have this bias when it comes to like characters other than Straw Hats losing. So that's just a little small tidbit I want to get out of the way. So ran over. Let's get into the review. This chapter was a really good. It's a very good chapter. Everybody, you've watched other reviewers talk about it. It's just overall a great chapter. We get confirmation about what's happening all around the island of Onigashima. Onigashima, we're understanding that a lot of the major players are down, being the Flying Six, as mentioned before, and the tides are turning slowly. And we're also getting updates as where the island is and how far it is away from the mainland, which is all good information. I think that's what I really like about this chapter as well, because I love those little blips of information that Oda gives his audience. Like, hey, this is where we're at right now. This is how far we got into the end game, which is really cool. This chapter has a lot of like decent setup fights, and I say setup fights because they don't have a finish. The previous three chapters had finishers, like they were one chapter, one and done, or in the case of Robin, two chapters and done. So in this one, they were just setups. The first one is Raizo versus Furokurokuju, or the basically the long eared big head dude from Orochi's group, or the bad guy side. And honestly, I know they set this up like chapters ago, but this is actually a good starting point for their fight. I really like the fact that the bad guy, sorry I forget his name, has the power to like throw his earlobes around and fight you and beat you up with his earlobes. That's what I love about One Piece. Because if you know me, I'm a big superpower guy and I love like unique abilities and how to utilize them. And I think him utilizing his earlobes to fight somebody is just so cool. Also, the speech that Raizo gives is very. It hit me hard because I feel like, yeah, they understand that they don't have much left in this world. They're like, look, this is our last shot. We have a goal to achieve, and our goal is to, make our master's dream come true. and I think that was really good. Like it gave Raizo something. I feel like Raizo's been missing out a lot in the series, especially with this arc. A lot of the Scabbards are. And that's another group that I just feel like gets, you know, pushed to the wayside, and it's kind of unfair. But I do like these little moments where they actually get to express themselves and express how they feel about their leader or their shogun or their daimyo. So it was really cool. Another setup fight that I really thought was really awesome was Nekomamushi versus Perorin, that dude. I just think it was. I mean, it took him long enough. I really want to see them like throw hands because let's be real. I don't like Perospero, not because he didn't kill. Well, first of all, he didn't kill Pedro. We get that, but I just don't know his character's just too much. He's just a lot. He's kind of like Treble is from the Dressrosa arc. Just one of those characters that I'm not a fan of. He just kind of bothers me. He's like, just get him out of the way. I like his powers. I love that candy ability or hard candy ability. I think he's real. His powers are really cool, and even his design is cool. I'm sick of him. Just get him out of there. Like Big Mom Pirates, there's only like 2 of them that are interesting, and neither one of them are here right now. So go away. But I like how Decamusia like, oh, I'm not done with you. After he knocked him through a wall, and like basically pistol whipped him through a wall, and was like, hey man, and got back up and like went after him. I think that was cool. I like seeing these little moments with the Scabbards. I like seeing them showing more than just, oh, we have a mission to complete. We have to follow Odin. We have to get Momonosuke to his proper position, give him his birthright, yada, 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 yada. I like when they have these little grudges in between. I like the fact that Nekomushi's like, oh, no, he killed Pedro. I'm going over there, even though we know he didn't kill Pedro. But whatever. And then we had, last but not least, we've had the setup fights, or the setup with Zoro versus King, which everybody in the fandom already knows is the most hype fight I've wanted to see since this arc started. I love King. King is so dope. I love his design. I love his overall character. He's Zoro with wings. That's all he is. He's Zoro with like a devil fruit and wings. Like that's so cool to me. Like seeing Zoro fight like in the New World has been like good. Some have been better than the others, but to see a character that wants to smoke, as it were, as everybody says, he wants to pull up and take and like catch the smoke or whatever. I love that, and I love the fact that we're getting that set up right now because things are serious when Zoro got the bandana on and the shirt is off. It's about to be crazy. Not take away from my dude Sanji either. Sanji's been putting in that work. I know a lot of people have been saying that Sanji's been, what is it, Lanji, I think that's the term people are using in a lot of the chats I've been like frequenting. And I'm just like, I mean, we know who his character is. He's got a weakness for the women. I mean, a lot of us do, me included. But man, just knowing that he's been like working that entire time while Zoro's been out, and I'm not a for or against this whole rivalry they got going on. I like Zoro more, but that's only because I feel like Zoro is closer to who I want to be as a person, more or less, than Sanji. I feel like Sanji is just a better characterized in the series, but Zoro just seems like, and I hate to use this term, he seems like the alpha male type. Like he's very stoic. He's very about, hey, this is my mission. My mission comes before any of that other nonsense. Even though he's a really big alcoholic, but whatever. I don't know. I just love those characters' dynamic, and the ending like spread with them just double attacking King and Queen and like just slapping both of them, and that panel was just dope. And the fact they kind of like acknowledge each other, saying like, hey, if we win this, then ... insert whatever the fandom's gonna say they meant by that, which is whatever. But oh man, I love the fact that we're gonna get kind of a double team fight. I can't think in One Piece anytime recently that we've had a fight where 2 main characters go against 2 of the bad guys opposing sides. I just like that tag team dynamic, especially like when Pokemon introduced it, like a tag team kind of offshoot. Now we all know that one's gonna finish off one, the other one's gonna finish off the other. That's a given, of course. But the fact that we're getting them kind of like in the same area, kind of like doing their thing, is just great right there. And that's what I love to see in One Piece, and that's why I still follow the series, even though I think I picked it up in like 2003, and I've been hit or miss. Got back on the Enies lobby. Anyway, this chapter overall was really good, despite the slander and the hurt the I can't even think of a good word for it. Despite the slander and the overall just like lack of thought when it comes to the Flying Six. Like we forget that main characters are gonna be main characters. They're gonna win. Like the Straw Hats, if they didn't win, we'd be mad. We'd be like, oh man, the Straw Hats they didn't win. I kind of wish they would have won that fight. And let's be honest and unbiased. With the exception of Who's Who and Jinbei, the fights were pretty difficult for Robin and Frankie. So let's give them their credit. Even Who's Who, not Who's Who, Page One and Ulti, they lost because they fought an Emperor. Can we give them their shine at least? Like please, this group is strong. But enough of that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I look forward to hearing from anybody in the comment section who might disagree with my little rant or whatever. If you can, drop a like and subscribe if you can. Thank you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.